Drodzy słuchacze i słuchaczki, od 2021 roku tworzymy dla Was przestrzeń do rozmowy o tańcach socjalowych i nie tylko. Zachęcamy Was do podzielenia się opinią na temat Tanecznika na platformie Spotify oraz przesyłania odcinków tam, gdzie jeszcze nie dotarły.
Od niedawna macie możliwość współtworzenia Tanecznika za pośrednictwem takich platform jak Buy to Coffee oraz Patronite.
So 5, 6, 7? Let's go!
Let's go, yeah.
Okay, it will be our first English version episode. So I will try to do my best to speak English as fluent as Danusia and Lyon. So as I said, our guest is Lyon. As we heard, it's the nickname. So the right name is Michael.
Michael.
Yes. Michael. Okay, Michael. So Michael, Danuta. Michał.
Może być.
Po polsku Michał. Michał, Danuta and Madeleine from Poland. So we will speak in English, but like the English Polish sometimes when I forget some word, or Danusia will help because Danusia, can you speak something? Tell something to prove
so
that you are here.
Premiere, so there will be many mistakes, let's not say fuck ups, but be prepared for some breaks. But I think it's gonna be as fluent as usually is. So first of all, we are really happy to have you here. There is some introduction, I know.
Yeah.
You are prepared as always.
Yeah, sometimes, of course.
Not sometimes.
No, because I asked Lyon about how many competitions he won or take second place, third. It's like winning, and he told me that 16.
Yes.
And I searched for some facts. It was, for example, first place at All Stars Festival in Hungary. So
yes.
It's like worldwide or Europe-wide. So, for example, first place at Vienna Bachata Congress. So
yes.
Also not in Poland. First place in Bailame social competition with Veronika. Also first place at Bachata Mythic couple competition with Julia.
Yes.
And first place at Bachata Championship in Kiev.
Yes.
Wow.
So we guessed a real
star.
titled star. Yeah. But the question is, what was the idea for you to start compete? Because it's in salsa world, it's like not popular. In bachata we know it is, but you start how many years ago?
I started, I think, beginning of 2019 or end of 2018. It's
okay.
Like around this area.
Okay, so 3 years.
This is when I started bachata.
Yeah.
General, yes. But to answer your question, I will take it a bit back.
Okay. Of course.
The background, how I started bachata.
Yeah.
Well.
So I started bachata when I went with one of my friends to a place called Lost Bar here. It was there were some every Wednesday there were some parties organized by Daro, and I saw the people dancing, and it caught my eyes because I already have some kind of background of dancing. I was dancing hip hop and some kind of stuff like that. So it caught my eyes, and I said, okay, I need to learn how to do this.
Yeah.
I started to go to some classes.
Mm-hmm.
Understand how it works, and because I was studying and because I didn't have time to, I was studying and working at the same time, I didn't have time to go to very big amount of classes, but I was also watching and trying to learn on my own, and I trying to understand how this dance work.
Mm-hmm.
But later when I was going to the parties and trying to invite girls for dance, they were rejecting me.
Oh,
really?
Yes.
Okay.
I got rejected many times, this situation, for example, when you ask a girl for a dance and she says no, and then some other guys asks her and she says yes. Okay. I was feeling kind of embarrassed. And then I took it to myself that I really need to show these people or this community that I really can dance very good. I think the girls were saying that because maybe they didn't know me.
Yeah.
Or maybe they don't feel secure because I am not that tall. I mean, I am shorter than like 90% of the girls in heels.
Yeah.
So maybe they don't feel secure. They don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe that's why they were rejecting me. But I just wanted to show them that my height is not a problem to lead properly or to feel safe when I dance with you. I took it from here to... let's try understand how this dance work and how can I improve my style a bit, yes? Until I felt a bit confident and I started to create my own style. Like I call it art because for me dance is an art, okay? So I started to, of course, I get inspired. I attend classes. I know the figures how it's being done, but I try to do it my own way with my own signature.
Yeah.
And I wanted to check if this art will be appreciated by judges or not. Okay. If it's something that can be competitive with the other styles or not. That's why I decided to check myself in the competitions.
This is very interesting because you are speaking about art and we don't have competitions in art. At the end of the day, yeah, we don't have competitions in paintings or this is why it's interesting for me. Why actually do you always look for the formula with judges? This is your goal. You search for the competitions like that, or you want to have a public, yeah, because then the art is admired by most of people. This is always the question, yeah. Is it art just for art, or shall it have like a function? Yeah, so it shall teach us, move us, or whatsoever. Yeah, so I'm really interested. How does it work for you?
Well, for me, I wanted to see the appreciation of this art, and I cannot show it just in the dance floor while I'm dancing among like, I don't know, 200, 500 people. But it has to be like showed to the people, to the judges, and to the audience who are watching the competition. That's why and this is what I heard, and this is really what I do, that I am dancing different than I think most of the people, because I also create my own figures. It's like, it's not just I take a figure, copy paste. Of course I get inspired, and sometimes I take something like I really feel that it will look nice on me. But 60-70% of the things that I do, it's mine. It's like I created for myself.
Do you think that the hip-hop, because hip-hop is actually very difficult dancing style, I would say. It needs a lot of coordination and as well a lot of imagination for improvising. Do you think that was actually the factor that helped you to evolve your bachata dancing? Or...
Maybe. I cannot say yes, I cannot say no. I don't know. But maybe this kind of background helped me to see it from different angle at least. I usually try not to go with the flow. So if like, I don't know, I'm seeing everyone is going this way, I try to look for something different because this is how I can show it. Because if I'm doing the same like the others, so what is the point?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting because it's actually quite not obvious, but I would say the same thing about you. Like for me, you're just like, I can see, okay, this is you, this is Mike, and dancing on the dance floor. You were like the only one having fun, and we were speaking just before. That for me, what is the answer to the question that you won so many competitions? What is the factor? And we established that maybe this is like the way you are having fun, and you said something about your attitude. Can you mention that once again?
Yeah, so as I said, for me dance is an art, it's not a sport. I personally, I don't practice regularly and I don't go to classes regularly at all. I dance from time to time and I take longer breaks, like maybe 1-2 months, every 3 months or something like that. And when I come back, for example, I see people are like very good prepared for a competition, because I heard that people are preparing, for example, this Warsaw Bachata meetup is one of the most difficult ones. People are preparing for it for 6-7 months, 8 months, preparing every day and so on. And when I come back, I see that, wow, the level is very high, that I need to catch up. And because I don't practice, it's very difficult for me to catch up. But again, I try to not to take it as a sport, because it's my passion. And if I try to practice every day, I know that it will not be, it's not an art anymore. It's just an exercise. When you do 100 squat, you will do squat perfectly. But I do squat with different flavor. And that's it. It doesn't have to be perfect squat, but with Michael flavor. With my flavor. This is how I see it, my opinion.
Okay. And I think we will come back to that because I want to ask you about your first competition. How it was look like? How how did you feel? And what about the results? It was important or not in this first time? Because you said that you wanted to prove something to people and to yourself. So can you tell us something about the first one, the first competition?
My first competition, I remember it's like yesterday. I didn't win. I was in the final. I got the 4th place. But it was in Prague, by the way, and it was my first time even to see Grzegorz and Karolina from Warsaw, because I didn't know even about them. But my friends who were with me there, they told me, though, these are very good instructors, and I was watching them. I think they even had the performance in this festival, and I was very surprised that I got to the final, because it was my first competition ever, and I think I was dancing for 3 months or something like that. Really, very short time. Seriously. So yeah, I did my best. I didn't win, and I didn't even expect to be in the final. Yeah. And it was judged by international artists. So that was my first. But later on, I think a few months later, the first competition, when I got the first place, it was the second competition actually in row after this. It was bachata meetup, but the Polish edition, Jack and Jill. And I remember, there's a funny story. I remember when I won this competition in Warsaw and I came back here to Krakow, the people in Krakow was like doing for me like that, because I think I was like, I'm just moving my head. Because for me, I didn't know back then, but they told me that I'm the first one from Krakow to win the first place in Warsaw. So it was some kind for me like a shock, because they appreciated very much that finally someone from Krakow can win a first place in Warsaw. Because back then, not because of anything bad, but the level in Warsaw was very high comparing to Krakow. And in Krakow we have different, let's say, style than Warsaw. Warsaw, they follow, I think, the pure bachata style, like everything in a very good technique and so on. In Krakow, there is a bit of freedom. Maybe this is thanks to bachata, like improv bachata, read by Raj and Eva, and the Love to Dance. So maybe it gives the people here the mentality that they should be a bit of freedom. So it was different.
Well, this is like so interesting. Well, I have a thought. Do you speak with the other guys or the other people who compete, well, especially guys, because you said that everything started with rejection. So with something bad, you turned into something like very, very good, and you started after like 3 months competing. This is like such a short period of time. This is ridiculous. This is insane.
I love when Danusha speaks English. Really.
But dude, really, seriously, how? And you're saying that Jack and Jill, did I like the Warsaw competition?
Yes.
They follow the technique. And you said, well, okay, I understand the technique is not on the first place. Like, you follow the technique, but with your own flavor.
Yes.
So they might not appreciate that. And they still did. Do you share that, with the other guys? Do you talk with each other at the dance floor? That, dude, don't be mad at those girls that they don't follow. Just do something like creative. Like be like me. No, you can be the best.
No, I cannot say that. I mean, I'm really not very close to many people in the dance community. So I feel that I cannot say that, because if someone asks me for my opinion, I can give it. But I cannot just go and say it, because I never know how people will react or will take it from me.
And how the people in Poland react to your winning a lot of times? Because it's not once. When someone's win the first time, it's like, wow, yeah, that's so good, you're so good, it's really amazing. And second one, it's okay, it's really amazing. Third time, it's, oh my God, he won. Another time and another and another, and then he's not the best. I think that the people, that the people like to say a lot about about the level, about I don't know, the skills. And can you tell us something about that? Did you hear something bad about the results? Because I think it's popular in Poland to
make comments about that.
Yeah, and say who's better, because in my opinion he's not the best.
Yeah, it happens all the time. But again, as I said, from the competition, it depends what the person would like to achieve from a competition. Some people would like to show that they are the best or prove that they are the best. This is not my mentality. I just dance, as I told you, because it's my art. And I feel a pleasure when I show it to the people. And I will tell you something, really. From the competitions, after the competitions, I get a lot of good compliments from the audience who I never talked to before. And for me, this is very valuable, let's say. It touches my heart, because it comes from person I don't know, and they are telling me, for example, that they voted for me as an audience or something like that, and I appreciate it so much. This is what I'm aiming for. If I win or lose, it's not the main goal for me. So I don't know what to say, but there are some comments, like, for example, when I win too much, they tell me it's becoming boring. I got this comment a lot last time after this Budapest, because I always do split after winning the competition. So I'm posting this let's say short video, and they are telling me that it's becoming boring because it's the same and same and same. But it's just for me. Come on.
Okay. So you prove that the Lyon style is like good, and people are appreciate that your dance. So why are you still taking part in the competitions now?
Why not?
Yeah.
Because why not? Okay, for me, dance is like, you go to the gym and you do workout.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you will go to the World Cup in the, I don't know, for like a specific sport next year. You do it because you like it.
Yeah.
You like to do workout, you feel good. I dance because I feel good. And I compete because I feel good. And I'm also improving my style. So my style is not the same like this year, it's not the same like last year, it's not 2 years ago. So I'm trying always to show something new, like something, out of the box, seriously. Like, I always try to show.
So you're challenging yourself still?
Yes, I have to improve. Because as I told you, people are practicing every day for 5-6 hours, and there is no place for me.
Yeah.
I must show something different.
And what's the hardest thing in the competition for you?
The hardest thing?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like the phase or feeling or what?
Or feeling or what's in your mind that it's not easy, because it's still competition. So
yeah, when I go to the competition, I cannot say that I will win because I don't know what will happen. I'm competing the best dancers, and I know that they are the best, and I know that maybe if I will compete doesn't mean that if I will win. And I'm never sure that I will go to the semi-final even, because, for example, there are several formats of the competitions. There is this one that it was a couple of days ago in Krakow. It's social competition, Warsaw Bachata Meetup. And it starts with, there is like really very professional format organized by Karolina and Grzegorz, that they start with elimination phase for many participants, really. and the judges have to give either 1 point plus
Yeah.
or half or 0.
Okay.
You are never sure if you will get 1 point from all the judges because they are judging so many participants, and it's like a camera and they are watching one moment of you. It's either good or bad, and no one is perfect. We all make mistakes, so I'm never sure when exactly they will be judging me and which judge and with which partner and which song, because there are a lot of factors which might make the dance very good or very bad.
Okay. No, I have a question. And other judges have, need to give you the number, like they have to, or they have the amount of points that they give to person.
No, so let me clarify it again.
Yeah.
So this elimination phase, first, in order to go to the semi-final, judges can give you either 1 or half or 0. Then they count and they see who's having the highest numbers from all the judges. Then they go to the semi-final. In the semi-final, it's totally different pointing system. Now they start to look at the categories, because there are some categories like musicality, rhythm, styling, whatever. And each category has some points. So in order to go to the final, they check how many points you get.
Yeah.
Comparing to the others, and also there is also another element which is voting, because you can vote for the best 3 followers and followers vote for the best 3 leaders, so this also adds to your point.
Okay.
Then they choose the highest 4 positions to go to the final. This is the one that I talked about, because there are some other formats.
Whoa, this is very complex.
But it's very professional. I think this is the most professional format, in my opinion.
And what do you think about that? Because already, I think most of the judges know you. You know that you are Michael, the one who wins every single competition. So the thing with having the camera, they see you, okay, a point. Yeah, because I know how he is dancing, because I saw him dancing so many times. And even I'm interested what he's gonna show this time, because every single time he shows something different. So you have kind of can I say renoma, or a credit is given to you because they know you. At the beginning, maybe it was let's say, a little bit fairer.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I will tell you my opinion. I cannot, I never talked to the judges about this point, and I cannot talk on behalf of them. But what you said, yes, it makes sense to a certain extent, because yes, maybe they know me that I'm good, but I think they still need to see that I deserve to take the point.
Yeah.
Because they don't blindly put the point. Maybe for them they will just pass quickly by me, that they will not just give me 30 seconds to judge, they will give me 10 seconds. Maybe, I don't know. But also, maybe some other judges will say to themselves, oh, he's winning every time. No, we must see something different.
Yeah, we need to check it.
And I also keep this in my mind, because it becomes even more challenging for me to show something which will really make them again feel good about me.
Okay.
Well, it's like you said, you don't know what is in the judges' heads. But maybe some people will say that. Well, it's like a logical thought that comes into mind. Yeah.
I have a question about the differences between competition in Poland, in Germany, in Czech, in Austria, in Hungary. So are there the differences between the competitions, you need to say about it, because I know that it's different in Poland, you need to hear it.
Okay, so the one that I explained, this is, I think, it has the signature of Warsaw Bachata Meetup.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen it anywhere else. But in my opinion, it's the most professional one. There is the international Jack and Jill, and this is the same format everywhere. You dance with everyone for the first phase, everyone is dancing with everyone. Mm-hmm. And in the final, they draw random names to be dancing with some partners for 3 songs or for 1 song, whatever. Some countries make it 1 song, Some countries make it 3 different songs and so on. And the judges are, let's say, judging the pairs together, the couple.
Okay.
So you never know with whom are you going to dance because it's random. There is also another format about couple competition when you have your fixed partner and you dance improvisation. So you don't know the song, but you just dance with your partner. And
Okay.
they also there are some categories where they, let's say, evaluate you, give you points.
Do you usually know the songs? Like,
No.
now you mentioned
You
that
never know.
it's impro. So
Because a few years ago there was Bachata Stars, when you can prepare your own, let's say, choreography, and there are a list of songs that maybe like one of them will be played, so you can get a bit more prepared. But with this, the things that I talked about and the things that I took part in, they are all improvisation that I don't know what they're going to play.
Okay, and what about the differences? Like not in the formats, but I don't know, atmosphere, maybe the people, maybe the judges, maybe is something that I don't know. Like you said, oh wow, that's strange, you know.
Okay, so I will say something. Few years ago, the atmosphere of competitions in Poland, for me, was much better than now, because now I feel that people are trying to challenge each other, prove that they are better than the others, and it's like a war, and I feel it. I really feel it, that it's a war on the dance floor, and it's never my way. And at some point I was even talking to myself that I should not be part of this. Like I was thinking not to take part anymore in competition because of this atmosphere. So the idea is very good to have competitions, but people are taking it in a different direction. My opinion, okay? Maybe I'm mistaken, but this is my opinion. Abroad, I don't feel it at all. Maybe because I don't live there, I just go for the competition. Or maybe because really this is not the way that they want to, this is not their approach to the competition. So, but in general, like when I'm talking about professionalism, the ones that I talked about in Warsaw Bachata Meetup as the most professional one, even in organization, evaluation, and everything. But I also had very good experience abroad. So, for example, in Ukraine, in Kiev, I had one of the most favorite competitions to my heart.
Oh.
Yes, because we were judging only by international artists. I was competing in Ukraine, so when I was competing, like before the final, I knew that the champion of Ukraine is also taking part, and the Ukrainians told me that this guy is winning all the competitions, and probably he will win this again, even before I start to dance. So I felt a bit of pressure on me, and the organization was perfect. Like we danced with the stars on the stage, like 3 of us, and I danced with Nahir, with Andrea, and for me it was like so many popular stars, and they choose me, and I felt like, wow, like now I'm doing something not bad, yeah. So like
Not bad.
it's okay, yeah. And this Ukrainian champion got the 2nd place, for example.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I remember that Khaled told me about the differences in Ukraine and Russia, about how many competitions they take part.
Yes.
Like there is some, I don't know how to say it, tabela?
I will tell you.
Oh, okay.
I will tell you.
Like a ranking.
Yeah, ranking. Yeah.
Yes, it's not only it's not that much in Ukraine, but in Russia, yes. I think in Russia, it's one of my dream to check myself there, because they are like totally different level. Like in my opinion, yes.
Yeah.
And I think they are having competition. I don't know. I'm not following everything, but I see like every couple of weeks there is something happening there, and I think they have categories.
Okay.
Like for beginners, for intermediate, advanced, and teachers. So it's not like one competition for all. So maybe this is what Khaled was
and he told me
about.
that it's not easy to take part, because you need to have some amount of points to take part in some
like if you go to the advanced one, but you are beginner, you need to show them that you are advanced.
I think that's the general rule. Like, do you remember, like in the disco folks, they had more or less the same rules. Like when they have a lot of competitions there as well. Like, the Russians in general, they are really good dancers. They're extremely good.
I think Russians, Ukrainian, Polish, and also Belarus, like this area on the map is like very talented in my opinion.
But that is so strange. We don't have dance in our culture. Like, if you see people meeting, for example, you're from Egypt, yes? The Arabic countries, they have dance. When you go with friends, I have many friends from Lebanon, and when they have fun, they dance a lot, spontaneously, just to have fun. And you don't have that.
We drink.
We drink.
Instead of dance, we drink.
And then we start to dance. Yeah, but this is not dancing anymore.
I don't know what to say. I cannot comment much on that. But yes, maybe you don't have it in your blood, but maybe you understand it very well, or
we are good in technique.
You analyze the technique very much, that you master it in a way that it's amazing. Because for me, Poland is the best level to dance bachata. I even enjoy dancing in Poland more than in Spain.
Wow.
Yes. But again, technique-wise. Because the Spanish girls are also, they are giving different energy in the dance. It's very nice. But technique-wise, I think the Polish girls are amazing.
And do you think that the level of bachata in Poland, the high level of bachata in Poland, is because of the competitions? Like, do you remember how was it before the competitions?
Yeah, I will tell you. Maybe it's part of it, but this is one thing that I have to mention, and I have to thank all the Polish instructors, because I think the level is high is because of them. Maybe they are not so popular abroad, like international, like Kiki and Nahir or whatever, however, but they know how to teach, and they have very good knowledge to cascade it to the people, and they create a lot of interesting events, practices, or parties for people to grow. And I must mention that, because this is their credit, because I have been to, I don't want to mention names, but I have been to one country when they have very famous artists worldwide, and I danced there, and the level was not high at all. And I was talking to one of these artists, like she's very famous, and I told her I am from Poland, because she saw me dancing, and she even came to ask me for a dance. She's a famous artist, but because maybe the party was not really good level, she wanted to have to check me or some, I don't know. But after that, I introduced myself. I come from Poland, and so on and so forth. And she asked me, tell me who's the most famous bachata teacher you have, because she doesn't know Polish bachata teachers who are very known worldwide. And I started to tell her some names, and she didn't recognize them. And I told her, I'm surprised, because these people in your country, they have you, and you are very famous. And we, maybe, as you said, we don't have so famous international dancers, like bachata teachers. But with all my respect, the level is much higher in our country than yours. And she was like, yes. And she didn't know how to justify it, or why is it like that.
Yeah. Maybe it's because of the flavor. Like in Spain, people are more chilled, relaxed, and that comes with some...
It was not in Spain, anyway.
Yeah, well, just for example, like you have that something that makes you not practice that much. Polish people do. They are very good at organizing things, like we already see the picture, and like they're good in sports, and they like to work. Mm-hmm. I think it's a lie that Polish people are lazy. No, they love to work. Yeah. And it's like, okay, I have this topic, dancing, then let's dance, let's practice until I will die. And then I feel I'm living.
Maybe this is the reason. They are committed, they are really want to work hard to achieve something.
Yeah, but as you said, we need a leader. So thanks to our bachata teachers, we have leaders, really. And we have people who knows how to teach, how to explain things, and also give us, fun and happiness. So that's good for Beta. Maybe you know why the salsa is not so popular like in Poland, because we still are wondering with Danusia why the guys are dancing bachata. It cannot be like this because the girls are, I don't know, prettier or the dance is easier. It cannot be like this easy. Do you have any idea why it could be like this?
There are no competitions for salsa, you mean? Or?
No, they are.
Why bachata is more popular than
Yeah,
other
yeah,
styles?
yeah. And
like in general, actually.
In general, but in Poland also, and the guys don't choose salsa. Why? maybe you have some idea, because like we record 82 episodes in Tanecznik, and we can't find the solution. Why? How to make it, popular or to encourage people to dance salsa? Maybe bachata
Dance closer.
dancers.
Yeah, okay. So one point which comes to my mind now, maybe it's because bachata is... you can have a close position, you can dance sensual. Bachata also is... there are a lot of, let's say, evolvement happening. So when it started, it's not like when it's being danced now. There are a lot of elements from hip hop, a lot of elements from zouk, kizomba. Like the artists are being inspired by some moves and they are putting it in bachata. So maybe people find it interesting more than salsa.
Mm-hmm.
I am not like salsa dancer, so I don't know, but this is my opinion. And maybe also if someone takes initiative and organize some salsa competitions, maybe it will take people attention to this area, because in general I think people like to compete, they like to watch, and they like to feel this competition energy. So maybe if someone takes this initiative, things will change. Don't know.
Oh wow, that would be. We'll see.
We'll see.
In the future. I'm thinking about I want to come back to the very very beginning, because you said like everything was born with the rejection. Do you meet any rejection now?
No,
nowadays?
not at all.
Not at all.
The same girls who were rejecting me at the beginning, now they ask me for dances.
Yeah, well,
So-
and how? what do you say to them?
I never reject anyone.
Never.
And I've never even mentioned this situation to you, and I will not say names, but of course I still know these girls, but it's okay. I told you, there were some reasons, and maybe that's why they were rejecting me. I didn't take it personally,
Yeah.
but I understand, because especially in bachata, there are a lot of moves which can hurt the girl, like neck or... So if they don't know me, maybe they are afraid that I will break them. I understand.
You are the first bachata dancer who is not a teacher and is mentioning that. For me, it's one of the reasons I'm a little bit scared to go to the dance floor, because I can follow, but in my own salsa-ish way. Yeah, so the leading and the following is slightly different, but there are some moves I don't understand. And when the guy is like doing the head rolls or the waves, and I'm like, oh, dude, come on, don't you see or I'm in pain. Don't do that. And he's like, why don't you do that? Do it. And they even making comments.
Yeah. I will tell you something. I will tell you something. Again, this is my mentality.
Secret.
This is my mentality, okay?
Yeah.
When I dance with the girl, I never, ever force her to do anything. I only give my signal. If she understands and she acts back, that's fine. If she doesn't, I forget about this move and I think about something else. Maybe I see that also that some guys are forcing the girl to do something that the girl actually simply does not understand. For me, it's like a language, like our conversation now. I say something, I'm waiting for your answer back. If you don't answer, okay, I will say something else. I don't have to shout at you and tell you, no, you have to answer. No, answer me. Yeah, it's not this way.
That's so true. Well, and what about, do you look for, when you're in the party, do you look always for the best dancers, like for the best followers? Or you have this mentality, because when you want to create something, sometimes looking for the beginners would be more interesting because it would be more challenging. There are some guys like that. I wonder what type of a dancer you are, or like, where do you seek the challenge?
I find a pleasure to dance with everyone. However, of course, when I would like to practice something very advanced, I cannot practice with a beginner girl because she lack a lot of basics. So, but it doesn't mean that I don't dance with them. I've never rejected anyone, even if I am super tired, because I don't want to put someone in a position that they will feel offended. And really, for me, it's just different conversation, as I said. I will dance with a beginner in A, B, C, D. With the other girl, I will say full word. With the other girl, I will say full sentence. It's just how I can change it from girl to another. But it's not like that I'm looking for the best dancers, but maybe for the dancers that I can show my creativity more. Because if with the basic dancer, you are a bit limited of choices, but with a really advanced dancer, you can show a lot of creativity. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
And we have a question because of the questions we answered before, like during our conversation. But the one that I want to ask you is how to prepare to the competition. Like, we know that you are not practicing every single day 6 hours, but maybe you think it's a good idea, or maybe not, or maybe it should, I don't know. People need to find their way to do it, but maybe there is something that you can say, some tip to prepare the competition. Maybe the mentality.
I have no tips, to be honest. Everyone is different, and as you said, everyone should get their way. Some people are getting better by practicing hard. Some people are getting better by practicing smart, and some people prefer to, invent something new. This is my way, that I try to just look different. Yeah, do something understandable, but again different, like mine. So I cannot tell you 1, 2, 3 what you should do, but everyone they just should find their own way.
Yeah, but I think that the searching for their own styles, it's some of the idea to be, I don't know, unique, and maybe that will let you
Not
be
really.
the leader. Or...
Not really. I will tell you why. Because this is not being judged. We don't have a category for creativity.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a good idea for the organizers. For example, they might think about it to have creativity category. Yeah. But the judges, when they watch, they don't judge you because you are different. They judge you because you dance correctly, in proper way.
Okay.
So if you do the same, if they have 10 dancers dancing the same and doing the same figure and they are doing perfectly, they will give them the full mark.
Okay.
So they are not judging the uniqueness or the creativity. So I don't think it's a tip to win a competition.
Really? They don't? This is kind of a really surprising for me.
Maybe, at least it's not one of the categories. They give points
maybe
on.
it's something extra.
Yes, but for example, in some competitions, you dance with the judges in the final. And the judges vote for you, they give ranks, who's the best, second and third. Maybe for some judges, in their mind, they prefer the most creative dance. For example, some other judges prefer the most clean dance, or not surprising one. This is also another thing, because not all the judges are the same, and everyone is looking for something different. You need to satisfy their needs all somehow.
Yeah. Okay, I will try second time. Maybe the tip will be have fun. Because if you don't have fun, no. Also no. Okay, I'm looking for something
Again, I will say, me personally, yes, I like to have fun.
Yeah.
But it's not a tip to win a competition. Because many dancers who won a competition and they don't have fun. They dance like a book. Yes, checklist. Yes, I did musicality. I did rhythm. Hey, I'm the best. I won.
Okay.
Yes, and they will win. But it's not my way. at least.
Okay.
so
Damn it. So there
I
is
would say-
the tip
Well,
for you. You will lose because
From what I'm
we
hearing
don't
is
have tips.
carefully listening to yourself, so to discover the way you're gonna be the best. Yeah. So here I'm interested. The previous experience in dancing and in sport, did it teach you how to listen to yourself? Because for sure you have to be aware, like what is best for you, what is best for your dancing. So in that case, fun. Yeah.
Yes, and I also, of course, I keep in mind that I need to be smart. For example, I cannot try to, in the elimination phase, I see that I'm dancing with a basic girl and lead her to do something complicated. Of course, she will not follow. I will look that I am not properly leading her. I will get 0. So you also need to think that it's not only about you, but we are dancing with partners. So you need to fit yourself, adapt with your partner in the most perfect way to show this partner in the best way, that without any mistakes.
Okay.
So, yeah.
This is very interesting because today in the morning I was having a discussion about intellectual skills in dancing. I'm always laughing that my grandma is looking at me like, oh, you and your dancing. Mm-hmm. Like, this is no intellectual thing, so it's not as valid as something like a science and for me, like you said, you have to be smart. And actually, in dancing, you have to use your brain.
Yes.
And this is why I'm smiling and laughing, because like spontaneously, it showed. No, you have to be smart.
Okay, I have a final question. Do you?
It's a fine.
Why find it? I need one more hour.
Yes, there is a 1 hour. Oh, almost. I have a question about the mentality. Do you work at your mentality or practicing something? Or just, I don't know, inspire somewhere to be better in that area, not only the dancing, like the body?
I do sports in general. I do yoga sometimes. However, I cannot tell it has a big impact or not. I don't know.
Yeah.
I do it because I do it for 20 years. Like since I was really young, I'm doing this stuff. But nothing specific, I would say, that I'm working on my mentality. I'm an engineer, so, the whole day I'm like programming or doing some stuff like that. And after that, I'm trying to refresh my mind and move my body.
Okay.
Maybe for the end, a thing that you would like to say to everybody in the dancing community, something that is in your heart and you never had the occasion. Right now there is one. If you want to share with some thought, or I don't know, is there anything like that?
Yeah, maybe let's try to together. I'm with them as well. Not to take the competitions in a direction that it's a challenge between us. It's not a war. Winning a competition doesn't mean that you are the best. Losing competition doesn't mean that you are the worst. If you don't go to the semi-final from the elimination, doesn't mean that you are very bad. No. Take it easy. Just do your stuff. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You can improve. You can think. You can try to ask for feedback from the people who you trust, like their opinion. But really, because if the dance floor becomes very toxic in a way that you don't like to go to the dance floor because you know that people will be watching you or maybe recording you to take some figures from you, like sneaky way, or prepare some sneaky strategies to win a competition, which happens already. Like some people are having their strategies to win a competition, I wouldn't say in unfair way, but in a sneaky way. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but there are some strategies.
Yeah.
Okay, there are some people are following some strategies. I cannot say it's wrong, but it's not my way. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. So Danusia will finish because I'm speechless.
Me too. Well, I think that was very valuable, especially for the I would say the Cuban society, and like in general, what you're saying, for me, the most important part was like the last one and at the very beginning, that we shouldn't compete with each other in the terms of in a toxic way. We should compete just to show how much fun do we have, how do we enjoy dance in general.
Oh no, I have a question. I forgot about it. And do you have the, I don't know, plan for taking part in future in the competitions, or do you have some limit for you that you said, okay, no, stop, now I don't want to take part because I won 75 competitions and I'm really exhausted. I have 100 years and now it's like done. Or no, you don't have any plans?
I don't have plans, to be honest. I never thought of it. I will stop when I feel that I don't want to do it anymore. While, like as I said a while ago, recently I was thinking hard not to compete in Poland because of what I told you. But then I made up my mind and I said, okay, even if I'm the last person who thinks that it shouldn't be done this way, I shouldn't escape. I will keep showing my way. At least this is the corrective thing that I can do myself. And for the rest, I don't care. From competition to another, I always have different story and different situations which makes me know I would like to keep going. Because it's not always the same. The girl, I'm dancing sometimes with the girls that I have never met. For example, in Vienna, the competition that I won, this competition was being judged by 8 different judges, international ones. At the top there was Corky and Judith. This is the let's say the founder of bachata, sensual bachata. And in the final, I danced with the girl for the first time in my life, and it was Jack and Jill. It was like this random stuff.
Yeah.
And usually during the elimination, you dance with all the girls. But this girl, there was no time for me to dance with her. So we didn't dance at all. And for example, here in Poland, they give you a time to dance with your partner before the show. But with this girl, I didn't have a chance at all. We danced the final song. It was my first time to touch her hand. And she was bigger than me, like really obviously bigger than me. And she looked at me like down like that. When I touched her hand and the judges were watching for the first time, and I told her one thing, just try to trust me, okay? You don't know me, I know, and it's our final dance, but try to trust me. And surprisingly, we won the first place. So this kind of situation, I would never imagine that it would happen to me, but it happened. So it keeps me like, okay, so let's see what's coming next. Maybe something else will happen more interesting.
And there is there any funny story that you remember, like this one? So it was first time, and maybe some other, like, I don't know.
Well, funny no, but like one of the things that I cannot really forget was my competition with Julia at the bachata social competition, like the couple one. Yeah. Last year, we got the first place. And surprisingly, we got the maximum points from all the judges.
Wow. Okay.
And it was a magical song that we danced. It was an improvisation. And again, we didn't practice much. We only met like 4 times before this competition. So we didn't prepare for months or half a year. And it was a magical, perfect dance that I'm personally, I don't know if we can even repeat it again.
Yeah.
But I cannot forget how people were cheering us up. Like the whole dance floor and the whole hall, actually, they were clapping for us, and we felt that their energy is coming into our heart when we were dancing. I cannot never forget this dance at all. And to get the maximum points from all the judges, it's something I'm not sure if I will be able to do it again in my life.
Okay, so it was first time and maybe the last. That
maybe I hope not.
We also,
but I hope not. But it was for me unbelievable.
Wow!
I think we know these dances, like when you get like blown away totally, you are lost in the dance. Yes, the only thing here is like you have the crowd to cheer you, and the judges that they can see that. Well, I can imagine the feeling. Sometimes I believe you have that as well on the social floor. That the dance was so good, and you heard, "Did you see it? Did you see it?
Why no one was not recording?
Yeah." And here I want to go to the question about, because you mentioned something about the sneaky recording. We have this topic right now that to the social floor, like social dancing, like many people are recording, and there's more and more and more of that. What do you think of that? Does it bother you?
Yes, very much. I cannot dance properly when I feel like people are recording me, because I cannot focus much with my girl, the guy that I'm dancing with, while I know that this video will be, posted somewhere, and it's becoming like really in my opinion, like a virus. Like people are walking with their phones, recording everyone, even without even asking you. It's okay, it's a dance floor, and they will not go and ask you, but I don't feel comfortable. So usually when I dance and I see that, for example, someone is recording some couple, and I am in the background, I take the girl that I'm dancing with and I go somewhere else, so that I can think with her and just have fun.
Yeah.
Because people are just like, they will watch you, who's in the background? It's Michael, let's see what he was doing. Or he's this girl, it was a mistake, no, it was good. And I don't want to think about that. I just would like to dance.
I'm always laughing because I'm the worst person in the background, because I always make faces, especially in the photos. And I'm like, you earned it. And it's always like a horrible face behind it. And I'm like, you wanted to have a beautiful picture. Good luck with that. Should have asked.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So I need to finish because then we don't want
we won't.
and
We
we
don't
are
want to.
out of time. So thank you, Lyon, for all the meeting, for your history, for your your being in the dancing society. We're like jealous because you don't dance salsa. Maybe it will change when the bachata will be toxic. So now you watch me and Danusha among the people in bachata that are like, okay, sneaky. Okay, because you are so valuable person in the dance community that people want you around. So thank you.
Thank you. We need more of you.
Yeah, we need
Thank you.
more of you on salsa. So maybe next year we will see you on Cuban competition.
Thank you
It
very
will be
much.
challenging. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the invitation. Appreciate it.